Hello everyone, welcome again to my channel. Welcome to our new lesson, okay? And as you know, we're still talking about the most important grammar lessons for all English learners in general and particularly for baccalaureate students, okay? And today's lesson is the relative pronouns, okay? The relative pronouns, okay? These are the relative pronouns we're concerned with, okay? And as you can see, these relative pronouns, actually, all of them start with a WH, okay? And normally, these WH words, we use them to ask questions as interrogative pronouns. However, in this episode, we are not going to see these words as interrogative pronouns to ask questions, but we are going to see them as relative pronouns. So this is actually a very simple lesson, very easy lesson, but it's very important. Alright, so these are the relative pronouns, okay? Where, when, which, whose, whom, and who. And we can also add that, and that is also a relative pronoun, is also a relative pronoun. So these are the most important, okay, relative pronouns we have. And as you can see, this is number 1. So we will have 2 episodes related to relative pronouns, okay? 2 episodes about relative pronouns, okay? Now, before we move to talk about the use of these relative pronouns, okay, let's start with a very simple example. The cafe where I meet my friends, okay? The cafe where I meet my friends, all right? Now, the cafe, as you can see, is very simply the cafe is simply a noun, okay? Is a noun. And where here is a relative, okay? Relative, it is a relative pronoun, is a relative pronoun. I meet my friends, it is a sentence, clause, okay? We will talk about that later, okay? It is a clause, or you can say a simple sentence. So it is a simple sentence. All right. So the cafe is a noun, and nouns, okay, can either be, okay, place, okay, can be a place, can be a person, okay, can be a person, or even a object, for example, object, or thing, can be a thing, okay, or can be animal, for example, animal. All right, so this is what a noun can be: object, person, okay, place, thing, animal, etc., etc. Okay, so the cafe where I met my friend. The cafe where, so here as you can see, the relative pronoun where is always after the noun, is always after the noun. So these relative pronouns, all of them are after, okay, nouns, okay, after nouns. So relative pronouns are always after, okay, nouns, after nouns. And as I said, nouns can either be animal, thing, place, person, object, or something else, okay? So here where, okay, the cafe where, very simply, because the cafe is a place, okay? The cafe is a place. So where is for what? Is for a place, is for a place. Now we have when is for, very simply, is for time, okay? It's for time, okay? Which is for, okay, thing, or for object, okay? Or even for animals, okay? So which for thing, object, or animals, okay? Whose is for possession, okay? This is something that we are going to see in examples. Who is for person, is for person. And whose is for, also for person, okay, for person. But this is actually something that we can use with, okay, who as subject and whom as object. So who and whom is for relative pronouns number 2, episode number 2. We will talk about who and whom, the difference between who and whom not in this episode. That can either be for person, can also be person, can be for thing, okay, thing, or objects, object, okay? So as we can see, okay, that can replace which and also who, okay, can replace who. So we are going to see this later. So this is what we can use these pronouns for, okay? We can use these pronouns for, like this one, the cafe where I meet my friend. Very simply here we have where, why? Because the cafe is a place, And as we said, the relative pronouns are always after nouns, So here we are going to see some examples. Now let's start with number one. The house I built, okay? The house I built, okay? Now here, as you can see, the house, it is like an object or thing. It is an object, okay? Object or thing. Okay? It can also be a place. Okay, so the house is very simply an object. Okay, is the object. So what are we going to say? The house. Okay, the house. Okay. So which is for object. We can also say that is also for object. So the house that I built, or very simply we can say the house which. So either which or that. Okay, which. Okay, which or even that, okay? Which or that, okay? So which or that. Why? Because the house is an object, okay? The house is an object. So here we are referring to the house as a thing, as an object, not as a place like in number one, okay? Not like a place in number one, okay? So number two, look at number two. It was morning I met him, okay? Now here, what do we have? The noun, very simply, morning. Okay, so morning is very simply time. Okay, is time. So, okay, morning. Okay, what is the pronoun for time? Is very simply, okay, when. Okay, so this is time. So when. What can we say? It was morning when I met him. Okay, when I met him. Okay, so this is the noun. So as I said, relative pronouns are always after nouns. Okay, the school I study. Okay, the school I study. So the noun here is very simply the school. Okay, and the school here is very simply a. Okay, as you can see, it is a place. Okay, it is a place. So what is the relative pronoun for place? Is very simply, okay, where. Okay, so this is the place where. So what can we say? The school. Okay, where I study. Okay, the school where I study. Okay, the boy. Okay, the boy t-shirt is blue. Okay, the boy t-shirt is blue. So what is the noun? Is very simply the boy. Okay, it's very simply the boy. And the boy is person. Okay, is a person. But here we are defining the boy by something that he possesses. Okay, by something that he possesses. It is the t-shirt. Okay, the t-shirt. So the t-shirt here belongs to the boy. It is his t-shirt. It is something that he possesses. Okay, something that he possesses. The boy. Okay, so what can we say? The boy whose t-shirt is blue. Okay, the boy whose t-shirt is blue. So here we are talking about something like, okay, possession. So possession is something related to something that I have. For example, I have, or okay, something that we possess. Okay, we possess. Okay. So here we are defining the boy by his t-shirt. Okay, something that he has or something that he possesses. What is it? The t-shirt. Okay, and as you can see, whose is, as you can see, preceded by noun. Okay, and followed by a noun. So this is noun. Okay, this is noun. And this is another noun. So here we are defining the boy by what? By his t-shirts. By what he has or what he possesses. Okay? So whose is to define the boy by what he possesses. What does he possess? Very simply, he possesses a blue t-shirt. Okay. So whose after a noun and before another noun, as you can see. This is a very important point to remember, okay? Now let's move to number 5, okay? My friend is a teacher, okay? The noun here is my friend, and when we talk about my friend is very simply a person, okay? My friend is a person, okay? So here we have person that, and here we have person who. So we can say who, okay, who, or even we can say that, okay, we can say that, okay? So my friend who is a teacher, or my friend that is a teacher. So this is very easy to remember about relative pronouns. So relative pronouns, as you can see, always after nouns, okay, after nouns. And as I said, nouns can either be object, can either be person or place or thing or animal. So each of these relative pronoun is used for one of these nouns, is used for one or even two if we talk about, for example, which or that, like these ones, okay? So this is all for today's episode. You will find some, okay, exercises in the description. And as I said, this is number 1. Number 2, we are going to talk about the difference between whom and who, okay? So this is all for today's episode. I hope you understood this. Relative pronouns are very easy to remember, very simple, but very important, okay? Very important, okay? So if you have any question or suggestion about this, don't hesitate to let me know in the comments, okay? See you in another episode. Have a good time and goodbye.